Hi, hello and good evening. Hello everyone, good evening. How are you doing? I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday evening. I hope you all went to church or you rested, you had a restful day. Okay. My name is Ihoma Linda Ariwodo. For those of you who are seeing me for the first time who don't know me, my name is Ihoma Linda Ariwodo. I am a transformational coach, a purpose clarity and monetization strategist. I help women to overcome their setbacks. I help women to build the confidence, regain their identity so that they can begin to manifest their greatness, living the life of their dreams and creating the income and the impact that they desire. Okay, well, for the past 21 days, I have been running a series, I have been running a series on confidence building, 21 days. I tagged it the 21 days confidence challenge. I don't know if any one of you have been following me. So if you have, I would love to hear your feedback in the comment section. Let me know how good if you have been following me, let me know your feedback. I want to have the feedback from you. How has the journey been so far? How have you been finding it? The marathon for 21 days. You know, there's this research that says a habit can be created in 21 days. That's why I made it 21 days, so that at the end of the 21 days, which incidentally is going to happen today, right from the 1st of November to today, I have been making daily posts on the 21 days challenge, confidence challenge building, all right, on my Facebook profile. So if you haven't been joining us, go to my Facebook profile and you are going to catch all the details. Every day I make a post on a tip. I share a tip on how you can build confidence if you don't have confidence. I share an affirmation, I share an exercise, and I also share a prayer, so that when you practice these things, you put them into practice in your daily life, you will see yourself boosting, growing in confidence. You will see that your confidence level has improved a notch from what it used to be. So if you have been part of this challenge, I would really love to have some feedback from you. Let me know, how far has it been for you? I've had some feedback so far from people, and I'm going to show you their testimonials so far. And I'm so excited at the testimonials that I have had so far on what people are saying about the 21 days confidence challenge. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited at what God is doing with this challenge and how you are going to be empowered to begin to live the life of your dreams, to become the authentic and the real you. Okay, so you might be wondering, why exactly did I start this confidence challenge? Why is confidence so necessary? Is confidence so necessary? Somebody might be asking, is confidence so necessary? Well, let me help you understand that lack of confidence is one of the things that I have discovered that inhibits women, that limits women from living the life of their dreams. In my 3 years career as a life coach, in my 3 years of mentoring and training and coaching women, I have realized that confidence is very, very necessary in the lives of women. Yes, confidence is necessary in the life of every human being. You need confidence to be able to achieve and succeed in the goals that you set for yourself. But 90% of females, 90% of women lack confidence. That is just the truth. If you take a survey around your friends right now, or you ask your female friends, your female community, the people around you, what exactly is your obstacle? What exactly are your limitations? What is keeping you from achieving that dream? Maybe you want to buy a car, you wanted to buy a house at the beginning of the year, you wanted to write a book, you wanted to take this course, you wanted to start prepare your course, you wanted to launch a course, you wanted to do this or do that, or whatever it is you wanted to do. You wanted to go back to school and study. You wanted to save this particular amount of money. When you ask people, that question, the most answers that you get is, oh, money. I don't have anyone to train me. I don't have money. I'm looking for money to start that business. But when you look deep into their into their problems, when you begin to ask them more intimate and more private and personal questions, you will realize that the problem is not actually lack of capital or lack of fund, but a lack of confidence. Because if that person actually had confidence in that goal, had confidence in that dream, had confidence in herself, she would have found out another way, another option of doing that thing. Because in life, there are different options. There are different ways of achieving one thing. No condition is just streamlined to having one pathway. No condition just has one pathway alone. There are different pathways, there are different solutions, there are different options, there are different ways to achieving one thing. But if you lack confidence to take the step, you lack the belief in yourself. Now let's look at what confidence is. What exactly is confidence? Confidence. A lack of confidence is your ability to believe, to trust in your desires, to trust in yourself, to trust in what you know about yourself, to trust in your capacity, to trust that you can achieve what you desire, that you can achieve what you desire, what you want for yourself. A lot of us desire a lot of things. A lot of us have in-depth desires. We have dreams, we have visions, we have plans. We set goals at the beginning of the year. Now it's November, but we don't achieve those things. My dear, you were not limited by circumstance. You were not limited by the numerous failures that you had. You were not limited by your condition. You were not limited by anything, but you were limited by your lack of confidence. Confidence is what limits you, because within us, there are two persons that are actually living inside of us. There's the known person, then there's the unknown. Okay, there's your known self, and then there's your unknown self. Your known self is what you know about yourself, your life history, your pains and your gains, your strengths and your weaknesses, your likes and your dislikes, your values, your temperament, your everything about you, your history, all and everything that you know about yourself. Then your unknown self. Your unknown self are those things that you do not know about yourself. Sometimes they just show up a little bit in the promptings of your heart. They just show up a little bit once in a while in your desires, in the deep yearnings of your heart. But that is the true you. That is the authentic you. And it is only when you have confidence that you can begin to bridge, that you will be able to bridge the gap between your unknown and your unknown, and become the reality of your unknown. Because your unknown is your authentic self. Your unknown is the real you. It is your heart showing you that it is your heart or your spirit or your soul telling you that this is what you actually are made for. This is what you actually can do. That is why most times our desires are higher than us. Our dreams are bigger than us. Our expectations, what we expect of ourselves, they are just way too large. They are way too large. There are things that we cannot achieve alone. Yes, that is because that is who you are meant to be. But if you do not have confidence, you cannot enter into it. If you do not have the confidence to believe that that dream is real, that that desire is achievable, that it is possible for you to do it, despite the reality that you see around you, you will not become that. You will not turn your unknown self into your known. Your unknown self is the better you, is the best you. And without confidence, you cannot enter into unknown. Confidence is the equipment, is the tool that will help you bridge your unknown, that will help you become your best self. There are things that are in your unknown. There are things that you do not know about yourself, that you never knew that you could do. If someone told me I would be mentoring and coaching, I wouldn't believe this until I stepped confidently into the place of what I'm doing now, into doing what I'm doing. I took the risk, deciding that if I fail, I fail. Okay, that was when I built the confidence to become this person. So until you confidently take the risk to step into your unknown, you cannot become the best version of your life. You cannot manifest all the potential that are in you. You cannot unleash all the greatness that God has placed in you. You cannot become the best version of your life. You cannot build the wealth, the impact, and the influence that you desire. Because no matter how much we pretend, every one of us has an element of influence. Every one of us is meant to be influential in our own level, in our own area. Every one of us is meant to be a creator. We are meant to attract the things that we desire in our lives. But without confidence, you can't attract those positivities that you desire. You can't attract those things that you desire. You can't manifest those things that you deserve. You just keep moving around in your mediocre, moving around in your comfort zone, in a round circle, trying the same things over and over again, failing because you have placed a limitation over your capacity. You have placed a limitation over what you think you can do. So confidence helps you step into your unknown self. In the place of your unknown is like an ocean of greatness. Your unknown self is like an oasis of greatness. When you enter into that realm of unknownness, you begin to explore the great things that you can do. You begin to explore the wonderful things that you can bring to life. So there are a lot of things that you can do that you are unaware of. All right? So within these 21 days of confidence challenge, I have been, like I said earlier on, I have been giving us tips on how to build our confidence. So let me just give a rundown of what we have been talking about during these 21 days. Thank you so much for watching. Deborah, out to see, and Tricia, Ifani, hi. Okay, on day 1 we talked about making it plain. Before you decide to build confidence, you must have a plan. You must have a goal. Okay, you must have a goal that you have set in your life, because confidence, you do not lack confidence overnight. It's something that was lost over time, right from your childhood. Maybe something happened to you, maybe some negative words were said to you, maybe you experienced some kind of negative emotions, negative experiences in your life, or you failed in business, you failed in your academics, you failed in your relationship, whatever it is that happened to you. And from that place, you fell down from your original throne of confidence to a place of self-confidence. You lost your self-esteem, you lost your self-worth, and you began to doubt your ability to achieve the things that your mind are telling you. Okay, now building it is not going to come overnight either. It has to take time. And one thing I say is that if you can build confidence in one area of your life, you can transfer that feeling of confidence. You can transfer that thought of confidence. You can transfer that energy of confidence into other areas of your life. So in this challenge, I advise you to create a goal, to create just one goal, to set just one goal that you want to achieve within the 21 days. That's what we talked about on day 1. Make it plain. Make the goal that you want to achieve in the next 21 days plain. Make sure that it is very specific. It is simplistic. It is so clear that anyone that reads it can understand. It can be something like, I need to write a book in the next 21 days. I need to take an online course on personal development in the next 21 days. I need to save 21,000 in the next 21 days. It is a goal. I need to speak in public in the next 21 days. I need to do this. Just make sure it is very specific. All right, make sure it is measurable. That it has a time frame. You know how to measure the success. At the end of the 21 days, you can measure the success of that goal. Make sure it is attainable. It is something that depends on you, not depending on another person. Don't create a goal that depends on another person or that you need God to come and do for you. Make sure that it is something that is realistic. It is something that you can do. That if you act, you can achieve it, because other people have been achieving it. All right? Then make sure it is realistic. It is relevant to your overall growth. Then make sure it is time bound, which is 21 days. Okay, on day 2 we talked about identifying your why. Your why. For you to set a goal and achieve the goal, it needs to have an emotional attachment to it. And I call it the motivator, the extrinsic and the intrinsic motivator. What is your motivation behind setting that goal? Why are you setting that goal at that particular time? Perhaps you want to write a book in the next 21 days. What is your reason behind setting the goal? What will writing a book achieve for you? That is the why of the goal. That should be your motivation. That is what is going to push you. That is what is going to drive you, so that every day when you wake up, you remember that, oh my God, I need to write. Even if it's a chapter of this book, I need to write a chapter of this book today, so I get this achieved. So your why could be something like, I need to write this book so I can make more money from my business. I need to write this book so I can become a published author. I need to write this book so I can leverage on it to grow my career or to grow my business. So write down your why. Okay, then on day 3 we talked about creating a power routine. You need to have a routine, daily habits that empower you. Daily habits that empower you, daily habits that makes you empowered, that keeps you energized, preferably in the morning. Things that you do early in the morning once you wake up, that keep you on the tempo, that give you positive vibes, that pump you up with energy. All right, so even if you wake up, so you don't end up waking up on the wrong side of the bed. Every morning you wake up energized to pursue that goal. On day 4 we talked about taking action. You need to start taking action. Once you have your why, you have the goal set out, you have your daily routine, start immediately. Start to act fast. There is no time to waste. Day 5, we talked about identifying your strengths. Every one of us have strengths and weaknesses. We all have strengths and weaknesses. Strengths that we are good at, things that we can do with ease, things that we're so perfect at. Identify them and make sure that you incorporate them into your goals. All right, those things, make sure that you leverage on those your strengths. Number 6, day 6, we talked about managing your weaknesses. By weakness, I mean those things that are going to affect you. There are things that are going to affect you as you start to pursue this goal of building confidence. There are things that are going to affect you. A lot of things that you need to work on. Not those things that are not relevant, but things that are relevant. For example, you have things like, maybe you have anger problem, maybe you procrastinate a lot. You need to work on you need to manage those weaknesses. I gave you, if you're following the challenge, I'm not going to talk about the tips I shared on how to do all these things, but I talked about them explicitly and I talked about them so much in the post that I make every day. Today, I'm just giving you a rundown, so don't expect me to go back and talk about them again. I'm just listing them down. All right. So on day 7, we talked about practicing self-love. You need to love yourself. Most of us don't love ourselves, especially we women. We don't love ourselves. Yeah, I say that with so much alacrity because I've seen women, I've seen the way women treat themselves. They don't love themselves. If you love yourself, you will take care of yourself. By yourself, I mean you will take care of your spirit. You have a soul and you live in a body. You are 3 compartments. You will take care of your spirit man. You will take care of your emotional self. That is your soul, your emotions, and your mindset. You will take care of your body. Most women don't do that. We want to do everything. Just imagine a woman has a 9-to-5 job, okay? She runs an impact project, she does an online business, or she runs her offline business. She does all that, and she also has to take care of the house, and she doesn't delegate. Is that hatred? That is divine hatred. You can't expect to do everything and expect that your body is going to be healthy. So make sure that you give yourself some love. Practice self-care. Practice self-love. You need to set the standard for how people will treat you. Even your emotional care is very, very important. What do you know about yourself? Your emotional intelligence. How do you maintain your interpersonal relationship and your relationship with other people? What kind of empathy? How do you feel? How do you control your feelings? There are feelings that are negative and there are feelings that are positive. All right, those things are going to affect you. So you need to be able to practice self-love. Last year, my mom had a surgery. She had an eye surgery, and it was during the eye surgery that we actually discovered that she was diabetic. She also had high blood pressure, and for the past 1 year, she has been on drugs because she wasn't taking good care of her health. Now, that thing actually taught me a lesson that most of us who are young think that we're going to be young and healthy forever, but that is not true. Asena, there's something Igbo people usually say. They say aka eka anka ewoti. So you don't actually know if you're living a healthy life now that you're young. It's when you get old that all the things you have been doing begin to weigh down on you. All those women who have excess children, it begins to weigh down on them. The loss of calcium, arthritis, waist pain, all those women who suffered so much. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do home chores, but I'm trying to make you understand that your body is a machine. You need to take care of your machine the way that you take care of yourself. Just imagine that you have a blender in your kitchen and you use the blender every day. You overuse the blender. You use the blender to blend everything, even what is necessary and what is not necessary, and you don't wash it, you don't keep it clean, you don't service it, you just dump it like that. How is that blender going to be? In the next 1 month or 2 months, that blender is going to be useless to you. That is what happens to our body. So you need to begin to create health care routines for yourself, self-love routines, spiritual routines, mental routines, emotional routines, health care routines, okay, to take care of yourself. Eat healthy, reduce your intake of junk, sugar, stuff like that, salt. All right, take a lot of vegetables, a lot of calcium, a lot of supplements, because when we get old, these things that we remove in our body monthly, our body will not be able to replace them or replenish them again. So we need to take supplements now and make sure that we take enough of the natural intakes so we don't lack them. Drink a lot of water, do exercise, don't sit at a desk for a long time or stay under the AC because you work a 9-to-5 job and you stay in the office. Go around the staircase, do some exercise, stretch out your bones. All right, that is self-love. Practice self-love. On day 8, we talked about gratitude. Okay, gratitude can help you build confidence. Yes, when you are grateful for the little things that you have, you begin to feel happy, and as you feel happy, you are boosting your self-worth and your self-confidence. Day 9, we talk about random act of kindness. There's one thing about kindness that makes you feel good. Something about kindness that makes you feel you've arrived. Yes, when you give someone a lending hand, or you give someone some help and the person says thank you to you, you feel good. You feel like you're better off. You feel wonderful. You feel on top of the world. So do random acts of kindness. It will help you to boost your confidence to achieve and to pursue your goals. No matter how small it is, it can be as small as paying the cab fare for somebody. Even when you have your own problems, just pay the cab fare for somebody. Believe me, you begin to feel on top of the world that particular day. You feel so capable, competent, and able to take risks in business, and that day, and you will see that they will succeed as you take those goals and you take those steps. All right, then day 10, we talked about watching your body language. Most women have the wrong body language. We have the wrong body language. Okay, watch your body language. Okay, wrong body language. You know, body language is a form of non-verbal communication. The way you communicate tells what is inside of you or how you are feeling. And non-verbal communication entails your facial gestures, the way you sit down, the way you stand, the way you walk, stuff like that. So people can actually tell if you're confident or not from the way that you sit, you stand, you smile, you gesticulate, or stuff like that. Even the way you talk, even the tone of your voice can tell if you are confident or not. So if you want to build confidence, you can begin to change your body language. I remember when we were growing up in secondary school in home economics, they taught us posture. Those things help you to build confidence. When you stand up straight, when you sit straight, they tell you stand up straight. Make sure that your head is held high. Make sure your shoulders are straight. Don't slouch over a table or slouch over a chair. Make sure you are sitting well. All those body postures body languages help you build confidence, help you feel, because confidence starts from the inside to your outside. So when you're feeling it in your inside, it will exude to your outside, and people will begin to see that you are confident enough. Okay? On day 11, we talked about improving your body image. Your body image. Most women have a negative body image. I know that firsthand because I had bad negative body image. A lot of us don't love our bodies. Yes, 95% of women don't love their bodies. If you doubt me, then let me ask you these questions. Why are there a lot of people doing liposuction? Why are there a lot of people doing plastic surgery? Why are all our actresses and celebrities changing their face, their nose, their bums, their ass, having implants, breast implants, stuff like that and all that? Even body wash. Most of them are not in their natural colors. Most of them are not in their natural body shape. They have added artificial hips, artificial balls, artificial waist and all that and all that. Well, let me let you know this, dear sister. Anybody that is too big, that is bigger than you, is too big. Anyone that is thinner than you is too thin. Anyone fatter than you is too fat. Anyone taller than you is too tall. Anyone slimmer than you is too slim to enter into that destiny that God has positioned for you. You are just in the right space. You're just the right shape. That is, of course, if your shape is healthy. You must understand that your shape has to be healthy. If your shape is not healthy, then you should start to maintain and practice self-love. Take care of your health. But if your shape is healthy, you're not having any health challenge because of the way that you look, you're very sure that you do not have any health challenge, then my dear, you are perfectly perfect for the destiny that God has called you to live. All right, so improve on your body image, improve on the way that you see yourself. Remember when I used to wear bum shorts because I was so conscious of how slim I was. Do you know now when I see slimmer girls in their 20s, I go to them and I say, Nne, because celebrate this your slimness. How I wish I can go back to my 20s and enjoy my lepa shandy shape. But now I can't because I'm now old. But then I was so conscious. I wanted to have hips. I wanted to have backside, but I didn't, and I was so conscious of it. So enjoy your shape, all right? You're the perfect shape for the work that God has called you to do. Okay, on day 12, we talked about getting rid of emotional vampires. There are people who are emotional vampires around you, blood suckers. They suck the energy out of you. They suck the vibe out of you, either from the way they talk, the way they behave, sarcastically, their comments, their words, the words they use, the way they behave to people. They just rid you of the joy that is inside you. If there are people like that around you that belittle your achievement, that belittle that belittle your words, that make you feel less of a woman, less of a person, you need to move out of them. You need to move out of where they are. You need to create a power circle for yourself. You need to break free out of that bondage, because it's a huge bondage. All right, they are going to keep limiting you, keep sucking the positive vibe out of you. So what you need to do is to build a power circle round about you. Make sure you build a power circle of people who motivate you and inspire you to become the person that you want to be. People who see the goodness in you and point it out to you. People who correct you, not with criticism, not with sarcasm, not with the aim to belittle you, but with the aim to encourage and make you a better person. All right? On day 13, we talked about comparison. We women compare a lot. We see someone today and we're comparing. Oh, how I wish I'm like her. Oh, all my mates are married. Oh, who told you that she's your mate? Who told you that she's your mate? What is the criteria for measuring mates? Is it because you were born on the same day? Or because you were born in the same year? She's not your mate. No one is your mate. You're not running the same race with anybody. So stop comparing yourself with another woman. Even your twin is not your mate. Yes, your twin is not your mate, because nobody is as unique as you are. You have a unique destiny. Your destiny comes with its unique problems, its unique challenges, its unique strengths, its unique weaknesses, its unique circumstances, situations, everything together, unique baggages. You are carrying your own cross. Carry your cross and face your front. Stop comparing yourself with another person. break out of the spirit of comparison, which social media helps you to activate. If social media is making you blind, is making you compare, my dear, just understand that the grass looks greener elsewhere. If the grass is greener elsewhere, then it means that somebody is watering it well. Water your own life and you begin to look green. Sometimes those grasses that we see that are looking so green on social media, they are not as green as that in real life. So stop envying somebody's life. Stop envying somebody's life. You look at them through the glass ceiling and through the glass door, and you're wondering, oh, they are so happy. But when you eventually enter there, I was watching a movie of a woman, a young girl from a poor family, and she had to go deliver grocery at a particular house, and when she got there, she looked at them through the glass door, and she was just so amazed at how they all looked so happy, how they were speaking so quietly, and she was comparing them with how they act in her own house, how they speak harshly in their own house, how they use bad words in their own house, how she feels like running away. So eventually she ran away and she started living in that house as a maid, and then her eyes opened up to all the ills and evil that was inherent, that was available in that house. And finally she just came to the realization that, oh, it doesn't look good anywhere. Better still, your own is better than anybody's own. So water your grass and make it greener. Okay, stop comparing. On day 14 we talked about competence. Competence and confidence has a great connection. They are both connected. They go hand in hand. Your confidence can help you build your competence, and your competence can also help you boost your confidence. So if you lack confidence, on day 14 we talked about building your competence. Whatever it is that you do, you can build your competence in that area. For example, like I've been using the same illustration. If your goal in these 21 days is to write a book, now get a strength. Remember on day 5 we talked about your strength. So what exactly is the strength that you have that can help you in building that, in writing that book? There are editing parts, there are writing parts. Whether you decide to write manually on the book on a sheet of paper, or you decide to write on your phone, on your laptop using Microsoft Word, you're a fast typer, that's a strength. Or you are a fast talker, you can use the dictation app on Microsoft Word too. Whichever one is a strength, you can use it. There's also the editing part where you need to edit. There's also the proofreading part where you need to proofread. Are you a good reader, a fast reader? You have an eye for detail. All those things are strengths that you can discover from yourself, okay, in the place of pursuing that goal. And there's design skills. Are you going to design the book cover yourself? Do you find yourself loving design? So build on that competence. What you're going to actually do is get skills, build more skills on any of these areas that you know that you have strength in. All right, whether you know you like proofreading, there are platforms. Thank God for digitalization. There are platforms online where you can register and participate and take free courses. You can take free digital, free graphic design courses and know how to create graphic designs for ebook covers. You can take free editing courses. You can take free writing courses. You can take free proofreading courses. You can do all those things and build your competence. And when your competence is increased to a level, to a level that you become so efficient and effective in delivering that thing, you will see that your confidence level will just high. It go high. It will just plummet up to the ceiling. When you know that you can actually do this thing and you do it well, you'll be so your self-esteem will increase. Your self-confidence in yourself will increase automatically. So at the end of this video, if you watch the end of this video, I'm going to be sharing a link to a video on how you can access free courses. These are paid courses, but you can access them for free on Udemy. There's a platform called Udemy where you can learn almost anything. There are paid courses on that platform, but I'm going to be showing you how you can access them for free. All right, so stay to the end of this class and I will show you. I will be giving you that link. All right. Then where are we? Day 15. Day 15 talks about handling your failures. You know, most of us women think that life is a bed of roses. And I don't blame us anyway. I don't blame us. The reason why we think failure is the end of the world is because right from the time we're born, we've been placed on this pedestal. It's like a report card. You know, when you go to school and you come back from school, they give you a report card. They tell you pass, fail, all that. So that's how a woman's life has been. Right from the time we're born, it's like a scorecard has been written for us. They've drafted the blueprint for our lives, and they're like, on 25, married, make sure you marry, have this kind of shape, have this kind of body, talk like this, walk like this, have this kind of nose, have this kind of ear, or do this kind of business, make this kind of money, have number of children, have male and female, tick. That's when you're a good person. So when you don't actually achieve those things, you begin to feel like a failure. But who actually is in a better position to determine what is success and what is failure? Is it not you? You're the only one who can determine what success is and what failure is. You're the only one who can be authentic to yourself. You're the only one who knows your true self. All right? So don't let people limit you by telling you that this is the definition of success. That when you don't achieve this, you have failed. When you don't do this, you are a failure. You are not a failure, because failing is a part of life. Most of us, in fact, human beings learn more in uncomfortable situations. We grow more when we are stretched out of our comfort zone. So our failing situations, when we fail, when we have fallen, when we experience failures, that is when we learn the more. That is when we grow our capacity the more. That is when we are stretched the more. That is when we become more powerful and more capable. So learn to manage your failures. Learn to manage your failures. Learn to master your fears. What are the things that you fear? Some of us fear failure so much that you cannot even attempt something. Because you failed in business once, you don't want to go into business again. I pity for you. Stay there. Because you were duped online before, you don't want to do online business. You're saying everybody online is a dupe, is a crook, is a fraudster. Stay there, let people be picking the money on WhatsApp and Facebook, and you're there complaining, you're just chatting, spending money. Okay, you need to break out of your fears. You need to break out of those things that you are afraid of, Until you break out of them, they will keep happening. Because the Bible even said it, that the thing that I fear most has befallen me. So when you keep being afraid of something, you keep running around the same circle. It keeps happening to you over and over again. So break free out of your failures and your fears. 16, on day 16, we talked about something very exciting, and somebody's gonna win a gift, because I made a comment on day 16 that we should make a post. The topic of day 16 is dance. I realized that dance has a connection with happiness. Dance makes us feel happy. You see, the very moment I just heard the name dance, my mood changed. So once you just feel dance, once you dance, you're in the mood to dance, you feel happy. There's some vibes, energy vibes, some positive vibes that just flow through your body, some endorphins. You shake out as you're sweating. It's like you had malaria before. When you sweat off the malaria. Is that not how it happens? That's how it happens for dance too. When you dance very well. You go to church, you go to Owambe, you go to party or club, whatever it is you go to, or you hear a good music and you dance. As you dance finish, you're just feeling the sweat all over you. That sweat is getting rid of the negative vibes, because as you're dancing, you're showing that you're comfortable in your skin. Dancing is not having organized step or dancing with current dance step. Dancing is moving your body in a way that shows that you are confident, in a way that shows that you are confident of your steps. It doesn't have to be a current dance style. That's why that wherever you find yourself, sometimes you might not even have to like the music or know the music, but once the tune is just sweet in your ear, you know, we human beings, we love good things. Once the theme, the music, the rhythm, the lyrics is just good to you, you just find yourself nodding your head, tapping your fingers, stamping your feet, shaking your body, because dance makes you feel comfortable, makes you feel confident, makes you feel makes you feel authentic, makes you feel like expressing yourself. And when you're expressing yourself, it means you are confident, you're not inhibited. Okay, so that's what dance does for you. And someone is winning a gift. Okay, someone is winning a gift. I'm going to announce the winner at the end of this video. I told us to make a video on dancing, that we should make a video on dancing, and the best dancer is going to win a gift. And I have picked the best dancer, so I will be announcing who that person is at the end of this video. Okay, what is the next step? Day 17, we talked about accepting criticism. Criticism will help you to grow. Criticism is feedback. You need to know how you're doing, whether you're doing great, because sometimes you might think you're perfect while you're not perfect, but other people can actually see the speck in your eyes better than you. So learn to accept criticism, even if it's from a place of negativism or hatred. Learn to see the truth in criticism. Okay, even if it's gossip. Some people will say, they're always gossiping about me. There's always an element of truth in any gossip. Okay, even if it's not true, all true, right? Find out something that you need to work on. When you accept criticism, you will see that you're so confident in yourself that even when people talk behind your back, it's like you have an armor or a shield that is shielding you. You are confident, you stand gidigbam, and you're unshakable. Okay. Day 18, we talked about pursuing your passion. Pursue your passion. Pursue your passion. Have you discovered your passion? Have you discovered what you want to do? Like, I know I'm passionate about talking, teaching, training, writing. I just pursue it passionately. I do it passionately. I don't care whether people are listening or they are not listening. And as I'm doing it, the more I'm doing it, the more I'm building competence. The more I'm building competence, the more I'm building confidence. Okay? The more I'm showing life, the more I'm doing live sections more confidently and powerfully. So pursue your passion as if tomorrow no day. 19 talked about overriding your negative self-talk, your negative inner critic. You know, we have two voices inside of us, the one that talks positive and then the one that talks negative. The one that talks positive is always saying, yes, I can. And the one that talks negative is saying, no, I cannot. And coincidentally or unfortunately, the negative one is always higher or louder than the positive one. We always hear the negative one most. That's why if you ask a lot of people now, go take a survey, ask somebody, can you do this? You hear more no's than you hear more yeses. All right, so a lot of people are less confident than they are confident. So override, silence your negative critic, that voice that's always saying in your head, I cannot do this, I cannot amount to anything because I failed. Oh, do I ever do this? Because you made that mistake, you say, I've made a mistake again, I'm a failure. Nobody's ever going to love me because I'm not married. Nobody is going to hire me. I'm not going to get that promotion. No. I'm not going to do this. So I can't. I won't. I shouldn't. I couldn't. All those negation. Silence your negative talk, your inner critic. Silence that voice. Okay. In the platform, I showed you how to do that with the exercises that I gave. So go down there and get it for yourself. Day 20, I talked about speaking up. Assertiveness is very, very important. We're experiencing so much mayhem, so much violence, so much abuse of rights, femininity, humanity, and everything because the woman does not speak up for herself and for others. But I thank God because we are having a lot of women who are beginning to speak up, who are beginning to lend a voice to social activism, to social impact, to a lot of other things. Some women who are beginning to say no to things, who are beginning to say no to abuse, who are beginning to say no to sexual abuse, who are beginning to say no to gender disequality. So you need to be able to speak up if you want to build your confidence. Start with the little things around you. Start with saying your mind. Start with airing your views. In meeting, raise up your hand. Give answers to questions. Don't just sit down there and give the answers to other people to say, even when your answer is the best constructed answer. Just as I used to do before. In class, when they will ask questions, I will have the best answer and I will write it down because I'm so afraid to raise up my hand and say it as if the ground will open up and swallow me. I will give it to someone else to say. Stop doing that. Speak your truth. Speak out. Even if it's not the best answer, speak out and get corrected. Okay? Get used to being assertive. Day 21. is on knowing what you want. Knowing what you want. You need to know what you want. A lot of us don't know what we want. We don't know what we want. When you know what you want, you confidently pursue it, and you are confident that you can achieve it. Just like it is now. I know what I want from my life. So even though I don't have everything that I want, but the fact that I am stepping towards it, I'm making moves towards it, it helps me build the confidence to achieve it. So know what you want in life. Don't be pursuing another person's dream. Don't pursue society's expectations of you. Don't pursue your parents' expectations of you. They say go and marry that man, you go and marry him. It will kill your confidence. See, the worst thing that can happen to a person is for you, I always say it, that it's better for me to make a mistake based on my own choices than for me to make a mistake based on somebody's choice for me, on somebody's decisions for me, because I will never forgive myself. But if I'm actually the one who made that decision and that choice, I know how I came to that decision. I know how I came to that point, so I can retrace myself and correct my steps. But if someone just heaps their expectations on you and you carry it hook, line and sinker and you follow it through and you get confused on the way, you won't find that person again, and you don't have a means of going back because you were not the originator of that idea. So know what you want out of life. Know what you want for yourself, so that you know the right path, because eventually you will always know the right path to get what you want. Even if you don't know it today, you will know it tomorrow. Just keep meditating on that dream that you want for yourself. You will achieve what it is that you want. Okay, so that is the 21 days confidence challenge so far. Now let me show us the relationship between confidence and the relationship between confidence and success. Like I said, confidence is a prerequisite for success. I have reasoned and I have researched and looked at the lives of a lot of successful women, and I can tell you that most of them founded their success on the place of failure, from the place of failure. They never had it all on a bed of roses. Most of them experienced failings in one level of their life or the other. Look at people like Cindy Trim. Look at people like Sarah Jakes Roberts. Look at people like Oprah Winfrey. They all had one failure or the other. People like Joyce Meyer, great women who are doing exceptionally well, who are excellent in the fields of their endeavor, who are doing great things in life. Okay, who are making impact, who are influential, who are living the lives of their dreams, who are touching lives. Those women built their lives on the blocks, on the rocks of their failures. But the most important thing that I learned from their stories is that they were bold enough, they were courageous enough to take the risk despite their unfavorable situations, despite the realities that looked unfavorable around them, despite the circumstances that were hurtful and painful around them. They took the risk. That is courage. Courage is born out of a place of confidence. Those women had dreams, but things had happened to them, but they did not allow those dreams to be killed by the things that had happened to them. They took the risk. They built their courage. They built their boldness. They built bravery. They stepped out courageously. Like I always say, step out as if you're dying today. It's better for you to die in the field than you die not doing. Let me let you know something, dear woman, that the worst regrets that you can ever have is the regret of not doing. I think I'm going to talk about that. The regret of not doing. It's better that you regret failing than you regret not doing something, because that regret can weigh you down. So these women, studying the lives of great women, you will realize that these women boldly and courageously, tenaciously stepped out, not because they had everything in sync, not because their life was correct. Look at even the women in the Bible. Look at Tamar. Look at Rahab. Just look at their backgrounds. Do you think they had everything together? Just imagine what Rahab would have gone through. The shame, the labeling. She was a prostitute. That was enough label. Society had labeled her a condemned woman, a bad woman. She was labeled a terrible name, but she still wanted something. She had a dream in her heart, and she maximized the opportunity that came towards her. she took a risk immediately. She was like, if I die, I die. The same thing Esther did too. They didn't have things all together, but they stepped out courageously, believing in their dreams, believing in positivity, believing in possibility of a better tomorrow. That is what confidence does for you. Believing that your tomorrow is better than your today. Believing that your past does not define you. Believing that your presence cannot diminish you. Believing that you are better than who you are right now. Believing that there is a better you that you do not know. That is what confidence does for you. Now let's look at very briefly. Wow, it's almost 1 hour. 8 benefits of confidence, or 8 relationships that confidence has with success. The first one is that when you are a confident woman, you'll be able to defend yourself. Confidence is a defense. Yes, I know they say money is a defense. For me, I say confidence is a defense, because countless times I found out that being confident has defended me from a lot of things. It has helped me to speak out my mind. And when you speak out your mind, you are defended from a lot of things. Because I remember when I was growing up as a little kid, because I was timid and shy. I had experiences of sexual harassment, and I think it was because I was confident that I was timid and shy. They felt I was not outspoken, so they felt they could be able to. They were able to blackmail and threaten me that I wouldn't be able to speak my mind out or tell it to somebody else. But if you're confident enough, if you train, as a parent listening to me, if you train your child, your daughter, your son to be confident, to speak out their mind, don't tell girls, don't speak in front of audience. Don't tell. I mean, those trainings they used to give us then, they are all wrong. They tell girls when elders are talking, don't speak. Well, it's true that you shouldn't speak when elders are talking, but don't tell them not to say their mind. All right, they should be able to communicate their mind to you, share their opinions with you, communicate with you, tell you the truth. All right, so the reason why a lot of girls are being blackmailed, molested, and sexually harassed, if there's an English like that, harassed, sexually harassed, is because these predators have watched them and they realize that those girls are timid, they are shy, they're not assertive, they can't say their mind. Have you ever seen a small girl, a loud mouth, being harassed? It's not possible. Majority of girls who are harassed at childhood are timid. Okay, so it is a defense. Even in adulthood, it will help you defend yourself at your place of work. Nobody will ride over you. Nobody will use you as a doormat, because you know how to say no. Those people that know how to use people and throw away them, they will not use you because they know that you can defend yourself. So confidence is a defense. You will not use the time that you need to do better things, to work for people just because you want to please them. Being confident will defend you from a lot of things. You'll be able to say no to things that matters. You'll be able to say no, to things that are not relevant to you. And you'll be able to say yes to things that matter to you. Okay? So confidence is a defense. The second point here is confidence will give you a voice. Confidence will give you a voice. Now, every one of us has a message, but it is confidence that gives you a voice. Why do I say a voice? A voice is something that people listen to, right? Now, perhaps let me give you this illustration. Where you went for a show, a live show, and two singers come on stage. One begins to sing, and you love the voice so much, and you listen to the voice, and you're so happy with the song that the person is singing. You're dancing, everybody dance. Then another singer comes up, and the person has a crooked voice and all that. What do people do? They begin to boo, they throw their shoes, and they say, "Get out of the stage." So that's how it is. That's what confidence does for you. Confidence is that training, is that good voice that the first singer has. Confidence gives you a voice to air your message, to speak your truth, to be influential, to lead, to say whatever it is that you want to say to people. Everyone has a message. Everyone has something that you need to give to your world. be on different platforms, on different industries, in different fields of endeavors. But if you do not have the confidence to say that message, to speak that truth, you will not be able to attract the people that you are called to. You will not be able to speak confidently. You will not be able to communicate your message. You will not be able to make impact. You will not be able to attract the partnership and the collaborations that needs to take you into your next level. So with confidence, you have a voice. All right? Then let's look at the third one. The third one is drive. Confidence drives you. Confidence is like a drive. It's like the engine. Like the engine, yes, the engine room behind your pursuit of passion and every other thing that you're doing. Whatever goals you want to achieve, whatever life's dreams that you have set for yourself, confidence is like the engine house. That's what drives you, that's what moves you. Because you're confident, you can take decisions knowing that I need to get here, I need to do this, I need to do this. I mean, confidence pushes you, it's your propeller. It's the fuel. So it's your drive. You need confidence. You need it. You need it. You need courage so much. No wonder in the Bible, whenever the Spirit of God fell upon his people, the first thing, during the Pentecost, you remember the first Pentecost that happened when the disciples were in the upper room praying, and then the Holy Ghost fell upon them. The first thing that happened to them was what? The Holy Ghost fell upon them and he gave them the speaking of tongues, and then as their tongues opened and were speaking, it dropped confidence, boldness and courage upon them. And with that boldness and courage, they were able to go out and began to speak the gospel of God. They were able to go out and begin to act upon the commission that they had received from Jesus Christ. So confidence makes you take the necessary actions, the necessary steps. Even if they say there's a deep hole here, you are like, I will jump it, I will pass it, I will not fall into it. And it's like a prophecy that you're already giving yourself. You will definitely jump and pass, because you already told yourself that you can jump and pass it. Okay, so confidence is the drive behind whatever you are doing, and without drive, no activity, no endeavor can be successful. So you're doing yourself a disservice if you don't build confidence in whatever field you are, so that you can begin to live the life of your dreams. Now, this other one, which is the one that I love, confidence is beauty. Confidence is beauty. In fact, there's something I used to say, I don't know whether people are going to like it, but I used to say confident is sexy, because I mean it. That's the way I feel. Whenever I feel more confident, I feel so beautiful. That's why you see women, when they want to be so confident, when they are going for an occasion and they want to be very, very confident, they dress very well. They put on themselves. I mean, they look so beautiful, because confidence is beautiful. I don't know how to explain this to you, but confidence just makes you radiate a beauty from your inside to your outside. A confident woman is smiling. It's not about makeup. It's not about wearing expensive. Okay? Wow, 8 o'clock. It's about bringing out the wonderful, how do I call it? The positivity that is inside of you. The beauty that's inside of you, emanating that beauty inside of you, from your inside to your outside. It will radiate on your countenance, radiate on your face, show. That's why you always see people, they'll be like, anytime you find that you're so happy with yourself, you're so in tune with your spirit, your soul, and your body, you're confident enough, you find out that you'll be looking very beautiful, and people will be complimenting you. What's going on? You're looking so beautiful. You're looking so this. It's what's going on? And the more they compliment you, the more you get more confident. So they have a deep connection. All right. The next point is risk. Confidence helps you to take risk. Confidence helps you to seize opportunities. I've mentioned this already in the 21 days. Without confidence, you can't seize opportunities. You can't even see the opportunities. You'll be so afraid. I remember before I started business, I never thought I could do business. I used to say I'm not a business person. But now, most of the things that I know and most of the things that I was taught, I'm beginning to realize that some of them are wrong. I'm going to talk about this one day. Like, one of them is concentrate on your studies. A lot of parents will say, when they send their kids to school, they'll say, concentrate on your studies. That ideology is a bad one, dear mother, dear father. Please don't tell your children to concentrate on their studies, to do only school work. People can do a lot of things. We have the capacity and the potential to do a lot of things at the same time. We have so many abilities within us. Okay, so don't tell them to concentrate. Someone can be in school and also pursue leadership and also be running business to take care of themselves in school. Yeah, it's very, very possible. So then I used to say, hey, I'm not cut out for business. I can't be a businesswoman. I can't do a saleswoman. I can't do a this. But now I'm changing that mindset. I realize that business, entrepreneurship is one of the skills that every human being needs to have. Why? Sales and marketing is one of the skills that every human being needs to have. Why? Because entrepreneurship is all about selling a product or service. It's either you produce it or you're selling something that belongs to someone else, right? So every human being now in this era that does not have a product that they are selling or a service that they are selling, I wonder what you're doing. You're just depending on one income stream, your salary stream. You will just get poor and die a poor person. Okay, you need to have at least another income stream where you're selling a product or a service. Then for sales, everybody needs something you need a skill on selling or sales, because there must be something you're selling. You're either selling yourself in relationship, you're selling yourself to people around you. Relationship is all about selling yourself. Branding is all about selling yourself. Perception. Everything is about selling yourself. On social media, people are reaching out to people on social media because of how they are selling themselves. Branding. So don't say things like, I can't do this, I can't do that. Be able to seize opportunities, all right? Confidence helps you seize opportunities. Since I became confident, I have been able to seize up. I see opportunities where opportunities never was. Now, any business opportunity I see, I even did Forex the other time and I failed. But I still go into it. In fact, it even mobilized and motivated me to go and learn it. Now I'm looking for someone to teach me so I can trade myself. I don't want someone to do for me, but I want to learn the intricates. So that's what it does for me. I see opportunities and I seize them. You need to be able to see opportunities and catch into them immediately while they are still fresh and young. Okay, another connection between confidence and success is stretching yourself, self-development, becoming a better person. With confidence, you can stretch yourself. Confidence helps you stretch yourself, helps you move out of your comfort zone. Helps you move out of your comfort zone. Helps you set a standard, a higher standard of goals and dreams, of aspirations. It helps you live above mediocrity. You know, people like to settle. They like to be in their comfort zone. But once you are confident, you know that you can do this thing. Or you set a goal for yourself to write a book today. You achieve that book writing in the next 21 days. What do you feel? Your confidence just hypes. You set another goal immediately. You just see yourself setting another goal. The next goal might be, I want to teach people how to write a book because I have killed that one. So that's it. It stretches you, moves you out of your comfort zone, makes you continue to develop yourself, to develop your potential, moving into the better person that you are supposed to be. All right? I'm rushing it. Confidence helps you become more happier, and when you are happier, you can achieve better things. Confidence helps you become your true self, and then lastly, confidence helps you influence others. Nobody likes a person that is always boning or frowning their face. They say happy people make people happy. Hurting people only hurt people. So if you're confident, you'll be a happier person. Yes, because you will be attracting positive results and you'll be happy with yourself. You'll be having more wins. Just like I said, if you set a target to write a book in 21 days, write that book. You'll be happy with yourself now. No matter how small your goal is, don't be limited by the smallness of your goal or intimidated by the bigness of another person's goal. Start on your own level, So whatever goal you have set for yourself, when you achieve it, you feel happy with yourself. Move on, ascend to the next level. It makes you happy, and you carry that sense of confidence that you achieve that small win. Carry it to the next level. You achieve that one, you become more happier, and that's how you begin to attract. That's the law of attraction. You attract what you're thinking. Your thoughts determine your feelings. Your feelings attract your actions, and your actions determine your behavior, and then your behavior determines the things that happens in your life. Okay, so if you want to live life to the fullest, you want to succeed in your life, you need to begin seeing yourself, thinking about yourself, behaving confidently. So that is the end of today's video. But like I said, I'm going to be giving you an offer, and I also will be sharing the name of the person who won the dance competition. The person is in the name of Miracle Princess Carlo. She won the dancing competition. On the day I made the post of dance, I said we should make a video of us dancing, and the best dancer is going to get a gift. So Miracle Princess Carlo, you are the winner of the dance competition. Clap for her. All right, so I am going to be giving her a gift. I promise to give her a gift. One of my courses, Earn with Canva, how you can make money using the free version of Canva. I have a course. It is 5,000 naira, but I am giving it to her for free. Okay, and I also have something for us here. I have put together a book. I've compiled this book, this confidence challenge into a book. The confidence challenge is just 21 days, but the full book is a 30-day challenge, the 30-day build your confidence. I tagged the name of the book is Breakout. You need to build confidence to be able to break out and achieve your dreams. If you lack confidence in your life, you're living in a glass ceiling. So you need to break out of that glass ceiling so you can achieve your dreams. You can achieve your greatest potential. You can unleash your greatness to the world. You can begin to be your best self, live the dreams that you desire, and manifest the things that you deserve in your life. So I've put together a book that is titled Breakout. 30 days, achieve self-confidence in 30 days. In that book, I went much deeper than everything I'm telling you here. Remember, here I just listed all these things. In that book, I went much deeper with stories about my life and every other thing. And on each day, I share a tip. On each tip, you have like 2 pages of journaling where you can write your thoughts, your reflections. You also have exercises to do every day. You also have affirmations to say every day. You also have prayers that you have to make every day, and scriptures to back them up. So it is a book that is going to be out in January. It's being printed right now. It's going to be out in January. But if you get to, it's going to be in hardcover. If you get to pre-order it right now, from now till the end of November. How many days do we have to the end of November? We have just 9 days. If you pre-order from now to the end of November, you will get it at 1,000 naira only. But from the 1st of December, the book becomes 2,000 naira. Okay, so that is the new gist right now. The title of the book is Breakout: How to Build Your Self-Confidence in 31 days. 30 days, 30 tips, 30 journaling prompts, 30 places for you to write your to-do list, to journal your thoughts, your activities, your to-do, your reviews, everything and everything. Affirmations for every day, prayer requests for every day, prayers for every day, scriptures that you read every day. And at the end of that 30 days, your confidence must be built and must be improved upon. All right, so like I said, it is 1,000 naira. If you get to pre-order today, from right now to the end of November, you get it at 1,000 naira only. But if you don't do that, from the 1st of December, it becomes 2,000 naira. It is not an ebook. It's not an ebook because it's a book that you need. It's a workbook, a book that you need to write into it. After reading, you write into it and keep it for yourself, so that you watch it every day. Every day you look at it, you review your progress, you give yourself concrete and honest feedback. And then whenever you have another goal that you set for yourself, you go back and you reuse it again to build confidence on other things. All right, so thank you so much for staying with me to the end of this section. I will see you next week Sunday, right? Catch a date with you. Bye bye. Have a pleasant Monday. Bye.